What's up, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well today. It is currently November 21st, 2017, and in today's video, I just wanted to give a quick update on everything. Not update, but like I just wanted to discuss things. So I've been a little bit quiet on social media as I guess since September or something like that, and I have made a new. Well, it's not. It's a new Instagram which has the same name, which is ibras.visions. So check it out. I'll leave a link down in the bio. As well as I have my website. It's done as well. So the website is ibrahimasise.com. So my name, my last name.com. And it's interesting because at first I was thinking, maybe I should have a new name and maybe I should become the Van City blogger. But you know what? We know what happened was like it was weird because I felt like I was going back to that pattern where I was labeling myself as something, and the thing is that if I want to invest in the long term, having the blogger or photographer, it sort of puts a little bit of a not a tint, but it sort of puts a label to my name. So I decided to keep it as Ibra's Visions because it's my visions, I guess you can say. And I also decided to keep my website as my own name because it's my own name, and I luckily got the domain. However, that's besides the point. So, my biggest experience from this year was patience. It's something that I've learned, and it's something that I hope that I can continue as long as I'm alive. One thing that last year around this time, I was trying to figure out how I can make the most money. So I was very materialistic, material driven, money driven. I wanted all this so-called success. And I had that goal. Let me just leave the lights for you guys here. I had that goal, and I had that goal, but it wasn't working to my favor, and I was just ongoing, just searching for this thing that everyone called success. I was listening to all these videos, podcasts, all these audiobooks, and I was watching video, like I was just doing everything, and I still didn't know what I wanted to do. When I jumped into photography, I decided to jump into it because I didn't know what I was doing. I was working at a kitchen, I was a cook there, but cooking wasn't a passion of mine. I was just doing it for I guess you could say, for the money. So when I came to that situation, when I went to photography school, it was great. At first, it was amazing. I was learning so much about a new field. It was the first time went back to school in a very very long time, and there's nothing wrong with that. One thing that I've learned that about myself at that time was, at that time I really really wanted this thing. I really wanted that success. I really wanted that cash flow. I really wanted that car. I really wanted that all that. So last year at this time, as I said, I was trying to start, not trying, but I was starting this marketing company, which I was starting. And I started out by emailing, I think, like 3 people because I didn't really have the drive for it. The thing that drove me was the money. And at that time, I liked photography, but it wasn't something that I was passionate about. I was just, um, even now, but I'll get to that in a little later. Um, Even now, it's very, very different. Um, but yeah, that's besides the point. Um, I wasn't driven by it. I wasn't motivated by it. Every day I'd wake up and I'd ask myself, what to do now? What's next? What should I do? What should I do? And I'd be asking myself this probably every single day. And it came to a point where in um, in December I decided, you know what? I talked to my teacher. I told him, I'm thinking of dropping out of school, and I don't really know, like, if this is for me. I don't know if I really want to do this. And then he told me that, he taught me something really valuable. He said, you know, if you leave, then that is your decision and it's not for you. But if you do stay, then put in 100%, do everything that you can, and just stay focused. If this is what you're leaning to do, then 100% focus on it. If not, then whatever you find, make sure you put in 100% on that. So after that day, I think it was December, I decided, you know what? From now on, today, I don't know for how long, I'm gonna put in 100% in photography. I'm gonna put 100% will into this craft, into this field. So that is what I did. After that, like that day, the semester was over. Every single day, I would upload 3 times a day on Instagram, and yeah, I would upload 3 times a day. Now, this seems like an extreme thing to a lot of people. A lot of people upload once a day. A lot of people struggle with finding content. But for me, I decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it 3 times a day, 3 to 5 times a day. Sometimes I go 5, 6 times a day, consistently every single day, and I'm not gonna miss a day. So I was doing this every single day, photography, just taking photos. I was going outside, taking city photos, just walking around the city, doing all this stuff. And I was so fortunate to have met so many amazing people. And some of these people have grown like a lot. And I'm just looking at their accounts and I'm like, wow, these guys have grown like crazy. And I give them props and I'm mad proud of those guys. But going back to the point, when I was going through this transition, I was like fully in it, and I met so many people. I networked. I met some photographers that I never thought I'd meet in my entire life, and then I saw their work. I like enjoyed their work, and then all of a sudden they're just there, and they're right in front of me. I'm like, wow, like what's going on? And people, I met so many entrepreneurs. I'm like, wow, like this is amazing. And then Gary Vaynerchuk, and then like just all these different people, and then somehow I met Mark Cuban. It's just all these different people popped into my life, and that's when I was like, wow, this is a reality. However, like I said in the beginning, I tried photography as I tried it because I didn't know if it was my thing, but I decided, you know what, let's put in the work for this, let's do it, let's try it. So at some point, that that drive that I had was just, it was gone. And that's when I realized that I have to pursue something new. And although photography is still there, and I am so blessed to have found this craft, it's not my thing, but I still do have gigs, so I'm still open to weddings, I'm still open to photo shoots, I'm still open to city shoots if someone needs it, obviously. However, the reason why I'm making this video is because when I went into all this, I went into this very, very, very fast. So when I came into this, it was as though everything was coming in my direction. Everything was just on my side. But when I decided to stop, because I went so fast with it, when I decided to stop, everything just crumbled. It was just like it was like nothing ever happened. And a lot of people were following me, and I met a lot of people. And then after that, all of a sudden, like boom, everything is gone. Like people following me, it just, the engagement is gone, right? Like all the networking I did, it just disappeared. All like the connections that I made, like they were there, they're still there, but it's not the way that it was when I first started this journey. I went too fast, and it was something that I learned. I seeked out this thing that we call success way too fast, and I was 21. I'm 22 now. So my biggest learning experience was going too fast, and as a result, I also struggled in school as well, because I was so focused on the outside world and the driven world that I didn't take the time to learn the skill. So I did neglected a lot of things. I neglected, some class things, which was, some Photoshop stuff, some lighting techniques. I neglected all that, and it's something that I realized obviously a little bit after, and I don't regret any of this because this is a learning experience, and it's something that you learn, you live and you learn, you make your mistakes, and you acknowledge your mistakes. You don't repeat your mistakes. The reason why I'm making this is because, like I said, I've had to start over, and I've had to take this. Gary Vaynerchuk speaks about this thing called patience. So I've had to take this new approach in my life where I had to take a step back. I got a job. I work numerous hours every week now, and on the side, I'm doing a little bit of a blog. I'm doing a little bit sometimes I do YouTube, and I'm helping out with the family business and stuff like that. And although it's taking me I'm not going as fast as I would have anticipated a year ago, obviously. I'm also realizing that I'm still a young kid, and as much as I want all this stuff now, I need to be patient and I need to build on it. So in today's video, I want to emphasize this patience thing, and I want to emphasize building instead of trying to create it as soon as possible. Build upon it and improve. That's what life is. You keep on improving on everything that you're doing. For me, what I've been trying to improve on is my character, right? Like I was a little bit scarred, and sometimes my character doesn't come across as decent, even though inside I'm fine. As a person, someone will come, you have a good heart. However, on the outside, sometimes I could be a little bit, like I said, I could be a little bit impatient. I can be this person that, I lose my patience sometimes. And that is something that I'm practicing, not practicing, I'm implementing in my life. And I know that I need to go and do something at least a bit every day. It's about chipping away. I did the 67 steps by Tai Lopez about 2 years ago, and he emphasized about chipping away at your whatever you want, right? If you want something, you gotta chip away at it, and you gotta just keep going, but consistently. It's like building a building, right? It takes a couple months to do that, maybe a couple of years. But if they decided to build it in a week, they'll go by fast, they'll build it, but as soon as that first, I guess you could say, earthquake comes, it's knocked down, right? So this is why I wanted to emphasize this, and I hope that we can all implement this patience in our life. I know that with Instagram, Facebook, I know with Instagram, Facebook, with everything that goes on, we see everybody I struggle with it. You see them with all this stuff, all this glory, everything that they're doing. You're like, wow, I wish I could have their life. However, there's two scenarios. We don't know the behind the scenes, so we don't know what they went through, and we don't know what they're going through right now. We don't even know, maybe that car that you see, it might be rented, or maybe that car that you want, maybe it's just borrowed. Like I said, maybe that car was given to them by somebody. You just never know. You don't know anyone else's story. Focus on your own chapter. We should all focus on our own chapter, focus on our own life, help each other along the way, but also, help each other, but also work on yourself, chip away at all the things that are going wrong, and do your best. Because perfection is, maybe we're not perfect, but we can strive to become better people. So this is a quick video. That's not quick. This is about 15 minutes long, but this is a little bit of a thing. I went on a little bit of tangents here and there, but I hope that if whoever watched this whole thing, you guys are awesome. Please leave a comment on if there was a time where you wanted this instant gratification, which is you wanted this so badly, and you realize that it would have been better to have waited a little bit. For me, I'm building my Instagram, my new Instagram page. I made a new Twitter, I made a new Facebook page, and I'm just being patient. I'm just letting things flow. I'm working, I'm just letting things flow. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, guys.